Hi there, this is Chrissy from the Lindy Charm School for Girls, and this is a shout out to all the women who have just been through or is going through chemotherapy and radiation and any form of treatment for cancer. One thing that happens when you go through treatment, and I know because I've just finished my treatment recently a couple of months ago, is you lose your hair, and when your hair grows back it is wiry, it is horsey, it is straight, it's translucent, or it might be curly and dark. But one thing's for sure, it definitely performs differently to the way it did before. So if you are into a 1940s or 50s style, 30s, 20s, 60s, whatever, a vintage kind of look, a vintage kind of life, you may be pulling what's left of your hair out, saying, how the heck can I do something with this? Just like me, I'm a vintage stylist. My hair and my makeup and my outfits are my world. It's what I do, the www.thelindycharmschoolforgirls.com. I can still teach, but it is finding it quite challenging to do my own hair because it has grown back different and it is wiry, it is horsehair, it's straight, it's pretty difficult, and it's so thin. But I'm blessed because I only lost 60% of my hair, and there's a lot of women out there that lose a lot, if not all of their hair, and it takes a very long time to get back to normal when you finish treatment. So this is a shout out to you, and I want to do a 3-roll hairstyle to suit my face, and I'm just going to embrace the crazy horsehair and put together some rolls. So let's go. First thing I do, I want to separate my hair. Does look kind of thick, but it's really not. Let me tell you, the doctor said I should have lost 100%. How blessed was I that I only lost 60%, and I've already got like an inch of regrowth. I've got a carpet of new hair coming through, which is awesome. But I did spray it all with the Lindy Charm School for Girls setting lotion, so it's already got that kind of tack and filler in it, if you like. So it's really good for a lot of things, for curling, but also to give you kind of that volume. So let's take from the tip of my ear to the tip of my scalp, and that's a kind of nice section to have. All right, make sure you've got really nice parts. I did it with my finger. You can do it with your rat comb or with a normal part of your comb. I have to give it a back comb because, as I said, you know, it's pretty dead and straight and wiry. Give it a bit of a spray with the old Cedal hairspray, which is about $4.95 in the supermarket or the chemist in Australia. Unfortunately, you probably won't get it in the rest of the world, but you'll find an equivalent. Just make sure it's not a lacquer and that you can brush it out. Put my fingers behind, give it a bit of a roll around those fingers, making sure the ends are kept in, a bit like a big pin curl. Here's the trick. Bring it in like a J-turn. That way the back folds in. You don't want to be looking through your rolls like a telescope. You want to actually have it nicely folded in. So don't pull it too tight, because the object here with chemotherapy or post-chemotherapy hair is we want to create the illusion of having volume. If you sort of pull it really, really tight, or if you're too contrived with it, it can look a bit thin on the ground, if you like. So it's all about the volume. So go light, roll light, and make it really fluffy. So they used to be called fluff rolls as well, not just up sweeps rolls or victory rolls. So now we have that nice kind of volume out there, which is working for my face as well. The thing about vintage hairstyling is you want to actually work with the shape of your face. So I don't like this moon head so much, so I like to bring a bit of a fringe down. So that's going to be, my second roll is going to be a forward roll. So I pick up this forward section and I give it a back comb, and I want to roll it forward. So as I said, I've already sprayed it with the setting lotion from the Lindy Charm School for Girls. We call it our rocket fuel. Give it a nice little spray at the base so it sits up. Rolling it down. So I want to bring it forward like so, okay? And then I put a pin in the side. Don't put pins in your mouth. Break your teeth. So that's my second roll. Now my third roll, I'm running out of hair, but you ladies who have gone through treatment, any form of chemotherapy is totally ravishing of your whole body. It destroys all of the good stuff as well as the bad stuff. So you're left with wiry hair, you're left with dry skin, you're left with lots of extra grey hairs coming through from the stress of it all. And your skin is tired and it's dry and it's wrinkly and it's saggy and it's pretty ugly. But it does bounce back. So, you know, if you've got to go through a little bit of pain for the long-term gain, then that's really cool. And I'm not saying it's a sweet journey. I've been blessed with my journey that I've come out the other end okay, but not so for my mum who lost her battle a couple of months ago, not so for my little sister who lost her battle a year ago at 34, and not so for my dad who lost his battle 2 years ago. So I know that it's not always a bed of roses, but if you are on a positive journey, and I'm just here to tell you that, you know, this is what we can do with your hair to make you feel good. Last little final bit, not much there as I said, so we're going to give it a back comb. And all this is the illusion of a rise, so it gives another extra dimension to the shape, and that's what we're trying to achieve. I have to go with really tiny bobby pins because I don't have a lot of hair, so you don't want to be able to see your bobby pins, so just little pinches are really good. Now with the back of my hair, because there's not much there, I usually roll it under, put some flowers over it, or maybe even put on a nice nylon scarf. So nylon scarves are fantastic for many, many different reasons. I sell them at the Lindy Charm School for Girls in all different colours. So they're a great cover-up. And they do fix that problem of the back of your hair not being perfect. So, but we still have these nice shapes at the front. It's a good option. One thing with your nylon scarves, make sure that you open up the ties so it makes a little flower. And there you have it. So all you ladies out there, keep strong, keep beautiful, keep shining, and you'll get there, I promise you. Lots of love. Have a great day. Cheers.